which would you say is one of the best superpowers that one could have and one of the worst? Like, this is not that cool to get.
Yeah, you see this in films sometimes where all these superheroes are in one big group and there's always someone who has the kind of most boring power.
Mr. Jared Leto, thank you for having me. Thank you for your time. I'm very happy to be with you.
Of course, happy to be with you in person too. That's nice.
I know, it's really cool to finally get to talk in front of each other.
Face to face.
So first of all, now I remember Anne Hathaway told me to say hello. I talked to her yesterday for the series we crashed.
Oh, nice.
And she sends her regards.
Oh, beautiful. Great. Yes, that's great.
You know, when scientists make a discovery for like a cure for a disease, we can only see the result, the successful result that they made. But we miss all the process, you know, the mistakes and everything they had to do in order to get to that discovery. And I think that as actors, it kind of works the same way, in which us as the audience, we see your final result, right? Like the interpretation you gave to the character. But we miss all the process that you had to do in order to get there. So can you share a little bit with me about this process you had to make for Morbius?
Yeah, it's an interesting point, and you know, we meet Dr. Michael Morbius at the very beginning, and he's very sick and fragile at the end of his life, and he's searching frantically for a cure for this very rare disease. Ultimately, becomes strong and powerful, but pays a price as well. So I love the fact that there's this duality between good and evil. There's a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde thing going on, and it was just a really rich character. In a sense, I had to really play three different parts.
And actually, this movie was filmed between really intense projects as well for you, like House of Gucci and We Crashed. So how is it for you as an actor to have to really give everything to live in the skin of a character and then having to leave that skin in order to go to another one?
I love it. I think it's so exciting to dive in these challenging roles. I love a good transformation, and in Morbius I had, you know, three different characters to develop really, and it was just a perfect opportunity to me. And I was also excited to bring this character to life for the very first time on the screen. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And actually your character Morbius, he needs blood in order to survive. So I wanted to ask you, as a creator, as an artist, what is something that you need in order to survive on a daily basis, for your soul especially?
Well, that's a good question. These days it's a lot of sweet potatoes. But for some reason. But you know, obviously water is a good one. But you know, as a creative person, I'm really, I have to express myself, whether it's with 30 Seconds to Mars and being on tour and playing concerts and amazing places like Mexico, or being on set and bringing a character to life.
And I heard you like guacamole here in Mexico.
I mean, how could you not? You know, I mean,
perfect.
You know, the best food in the world, and I'm always excited to come here just to pig out.
Nice. And which would you say is one of the best superpowers that one could have and one of the worst? Like, this is not that cool to get.
Yeah, you see this in films sometimes where all these superheroes are in one big group and there's always someone who has the kind of most boring power. But you know, I think, you know, the power, there are some powers that are great to have, and others that do seem a little, I don't know.
Not that useful.
Yeah, not that useful. So Morbius has some interesting ones. I really love his echolocation, the ability to see with sound.
Okay.
I think that's quite interesting, and I really haven't seen that one before, so unique.
Amazing. And one last question, which is the thing that excites you the most for audience to see in Morbius?
Well, I'm excited for people to see this character for the very first time, and what I think is interesting too is it's a film that lives on the darker side of the Marvel universe,
right.
And I think audiences are ready for that. Not exactly a superhero, not exactly a villain, something in between.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the movie.
Appreciate it.
Who the hell are you, man?
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.